This is a TalkStation original podcast.
Hello and welcome to the Paper Boys podcast. I'm JJ Smith.
And I'm Zach Nally.
And when football is here, we are previewing the season, and we are with East Carteret coach BJ Frazier. Coach, thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
We are starting with a county game with Croatan visiting East Carteret in week one. What do you think about that? What do you think about starting off with a county game? That's an unusual deal, especially with you all in Croatan.
Starting off with a rivalry is huge, man. I think it's helped a lot of the momentum during the summertime, especially with a team like Croatan, man. They're really good. They're really disciplined in everything that they do. We know that they have a standard of football and of class that we got to step up to. So we can't come in like the past couple years where we struggle in the beginning of the year, lacking detail, and then we find it on the back end. So having a county game, or both county games early, it put a lot of emphasis on details for our guys as well as our coaching staff to lock in so that we can be efficient and we can come in prepared.
I think you told me when I did the season previews that you had 27 on the roster and 16 were going to be seniors. So we're senior heavy, to say the least.
Oh, yes, man. This is the biggest senior class that I've had since I've been at East.
Oh, wow.
I believe only 5 of them have played all 4 years. So it's senior heavy, but you only got guys I think only one of them, this is his first year ever playing football. So the other ones, they've been here for 2 or 3 years, but it's only 4 that's been here for all 4 years.
Well, and you mentioned the experience, and not just experience, but knowing how the program has progressed. You know, these seniors as sophomores, when the team went 2-8 last year, the team goes 6-5, 4-0 in the conference. You expect them to naturally take that progression, that next step.
Oh yeah, definitely. This senior class, especially the guys that's been in for at least 3 years, they get to do something that's never been done in East Carteret history when it comes to conference championships. There haven't been a class that ever win 3 conference championships. When these guys were freshmen, they won one, and then they won one last year, and they get a chance to get 3 conference championships, and that's something that hasn't been done ever by any class A in the East Carteret.
You got a privilege and a blessing, and whatever term, luck, whatever term you want to put on it. A third-year starting quarterback, you don't see that a lot.
No, you don't ever see that, especially at our level. So I am very fortunate to have Luke come back. Luke has stepped his game up, and sorry for this wrestler in my arm right now, but Luke has stepped his game up so much this year and has been very tremendous for us as far as leadership, accountability, but also just his playmaking abilities.
We're talking about Luke McIntosh, the returning offensive player of the year for the conference. He threw for 1,800 yards, 17 touchdowns, only 3 interceptions, ran for 381 more and 4 more touchdowns. And, when you have a guy that's been starting that long, I imagine there's a leadership capacity there that is pretty strong.
Yeah, it is, man. It carries over into the locker room. I mean, I think that's where any college campus, or not college campus, but any college program, any high school program, when you have a guy that's been there that long, he makes a huge impact in the locker room. And when the locker room is functioning off of the kids and not off of the rules that the coaches and the admin are establishing, then you're working with something really good. And he's been doing a great job establishing those things for our team in the locker room. And it's carried over to the football field.
Yeah, and of course he's got some weapons around him. He's got Miles Shelton, speedster senior who had 643 all-purpose yards and 5 touchdowns last year. Coastal Plains Conference champion, 100 meters and the 200 meters, and he also took the long jump. This is
triple jump.
Yeah, just this is an incredible athlete. What a person to have there on the edge for your quarterback.
That kid is a very, very special kid, man. When it comes to track, in basketball, the kid can grab the rim. He's about 5'7", 5'8". He can do so many dynamic things for our football program. And I would say, man, even with the yards that he had last year, man, we underused him. So I think we're going to try to maximize him this year. Again, he is the fastest kid I've ever coached in my entire life.
And you said the star of the all-season coach in our season preview at the Carteret County News-Times had been Jackson Green.
Yes, Jackson Green. Man, his daily routine is just insane. He gets up at 4:30 in the morning, goes to the gym, and he works out and trains with one of the trainers there, who is my receiver coach, Quinzel Lockhart, from out of Havelock High School. They train from 5 to 7, and then he goes back home, he eats, and then he rests, go to the therapy, and then come to practice. He's trying to put himself on a path to get to college, but also be prepared for college. And you can see that shift in his game. Again, like I said, nobody could guard him this summer, one-on-one. It was great to see his development, because last year he didn't have many catches last year. But this year this summer he's been very dynamic for us. I'm impressed with his growth.
Yeah, you had a couple of comps in that preseason story. Gio Livingston and the one and only Maceo Donald, a standout East Carteret player and a former News Times sports reporter, someone that we know well. And anytime you get a comparison to a kid like that, expect good things.
Yeah, man, he's right up there as far as route running. He is right up there with Jordan and Maceo. And I'll say for Miles is, again, he's right there with Maceo when it comes to speed. And that's saying much. Probably.
We got Joshua Smith. I'm sorry, Coach. We got Joshua Smith, Patrick Dees, and Sir Davis back along the offensive line. You got some other guys in the mix. You said Killian Elson, Cooper McCleany, Braden Swain. You are about as excited as I've ever heard you talk about your offensive line.
Man, let me tell you about this.
Hang on a second.
Let me get my thoughts together.
First time, it makes me feel so good. Those guys don't play defense. Maybe one of them play defense. So we got Scotty Payton, or Isaiah Payton, Gavin Simmons, Sage Garner, and Killian Elson. They man the defensive line. But those guys there, they are primarily offensive line. So when you look at games, especially on our front end, West, Croatan, Swansboro, teams with a lot more players, the tempo and in the trench, it shouldn't hurt us or affect us as much as it has in previous years. But those guys there, there's been a bond with that group all summer long. Only one of them missed summer practices, and because he went to London with his dad. I can't fight that. I actually go. But other than that, man, they didn't miss no summer practices at all. We are further as far as schematically in our offense than we've ever been in, because again, except for two, which is Braden Swain and Cooper McCleany, everybody has played for several years with me.
This is your 9th year, Coach. Does this have a chance for this to be the best offensive line you've had in your time at East?
Only time will tell. I think there's a lot of potential there with that group, a lot of size, actually a lot of speed to go with it as well. But I think this could be potentially they can be the best. I don't want to go off and leave and say, yeah, they are going to be the best, but we'll find out next Friday how good they really are.
And you said at the FCA camp that they got high praise.
Yes, the coach from North Duplin, who I have a lot of respect for, he said that East Carteret was our offensive line there. Our guys were the best group that he had. And that says a lot from a coach that has a top 5 player in the state on his offensive line and defensive line.
Yeah, the team has been active in addition to FCA camp, but they also part of a 7-on-7 camp at NC State. How did that go?
It was awesome. We went 3-0-1. We played against East Bladen. We beat them. Played against Lewisburg. We beat them. We beat American Leadership Academy, and then we tied with Lewisburg. Lewisburg is a team we tied with. Ravenscroft was a team we beat. And what was significant about the Lewisburg game, we had 25-minute clock. We only got 6 plays in on that 25-minute clock, and we tied 18-18. And at that point, it's hot in Raleigh. We're on their game field, and at that time, everybody's tired. But then Miles Shelton come from out of nowhere with 10-3 speed, and you just toss it downfield. And but it was a great showing defensively. We were able to force some turnovers. We were able to complete some passes. At that point, Jackson was down a little bit, which was good. We had some other players step up. Tracy Dockery stepped up. Asher Tillman stepped up. And Brock Furr stepped up.
I'm glad you mentioned Brock. Yeah, offense sounds like it's ready to roll. You're fired up about the offensive line. You got a third-year quarterback who's the offensive player of the year in the conference, and Luke McIntosh. You got Miles Shelton, Brock Furr, Jackson Green. I'm imagine you're excited about the potential of this offense.
Yeah, I am, man. I'm super excited for the offense. We're very dynamic. A lot of athletes, a lot of speed on the field. Some good technicians when it comes to route running, and I think the sky's the limit. It's just going to be more so what can they attain, what their capacity is mentally, and how far we can go in depth with our playbook. And then again, on the other side of it, you don't want to make it too tough, because those same guys are the same guys we're depending on in a defensive backfield against teams that's going to chunk the ball, which we're going to see 3 out of 4 teams in the first 4 games.
Is it safe to say if there is question marks about this team, it's on the defense because of many new faces and new places?
Well, for us, numbers-wise, the same guys on offense are the same guys on defense, except for the offense and defensive line. We are returning all of our linebackers back. I lost Jaden Watson, who actually is now at Johnson C. Smith playing football. I think defensively we're a lot faster, and we're able to do a lot more things because of the experience. Adding in Tracy Dockery at the safety position and Darius Jarvis at the corner position. But other than that, we were returning just about everybody that we have.
Most of the teams here we've talked to today, West Carteret, Croatan, most everybody is dealing with a new conference as the NCHSA went under realignment last year. East Carteret, though, not a whole lot of changes here. I mean, I know the realignment has changed, the classification number, but largely sticking with a lot of the same opponents: Pamlico, Lejeune, Southside, Northside, Pinetown. Now Jones Senior's back in the mix like it used to be. How does the conference look for you now? I mean, I know it's only mid-August.
Yeah, our conference is pretty tough with Northside, Southside, new coach at Pamlico, Lejeune, who could sling the ball last year, Jones coming back. It's the same conference we've been playing in for the past 4 years. However, again, week in, week out, you don't know what you're gonna get with 14 to 18-year-olds. However, there's some tradition in Southside, tradition in Pamlico, tradition and Northside, and it's going to be a week by week basis. We start off with the first 3, which is the top 3, which is based on the numbers: top 3, Northside, Southside.
A name I mentioned in my preview. I don't think we mentioned here is Ian Bryce. Is he back, Coach?
Yes, Ian Bryce is back.
Yeah, man, he was a tackling machine at linebacker last year, right?
Yes, man. He in our first scrimmage, he made the first 8 tackles by himself, and it was tremendous. That kid, that's a special kid.
Yeah.
He shrimps all summer long, and I mean, for him, something he's going to do for probably the rest of his life. And as long as he do it, my freezer is always going to be available to drop shrimp in like he did this summer. But that's a special kid, hardworking kid. He thought condition was going to be an issue because he works every summer, and came in and he did not miss a beat, has not missed a beat. He'll be toting the ball a little bit more this year, as he got a couple touches last year, maybe 3 or 4 touchdowns last year. I think he'll be getting a lot more this year.
I was telling Andrew earlier when we spoke to him, Croatan football coach, that when I did the season previews, I talked to you, I talked to Daniel Barrow at West Carteret, and talked to Andrew. In that order, I went from east to west. And if I knew the conversations with Daniel and Andrew were going to go like the conversation with you, I would have just, verbatim that I would have just cut, copy, and paste, because it was uncanny. All 3 of you were super senior heavy.
Strong quarterback.
Talented quarterback.
Offensive line.
Skill position talent. I mean, it was, and you're all 3 coming off of 6 and 5 years. Break down the county for us, and it seems like it could be a very unique year in the county for all 3, I think.
Man, as a coach at East, obviously, I have what I think about the county, but as just someone being from here, how often do we get 3 dynamic quarterbacks in the schools like we have right now? Like, we could potentially see 2,000 yards passing in all 3 schools. And that, to me, I think that's just a tremendous thing. 3 teams got 3 solid running backs, solid defense. unfortunately for West and Croatan, they got to play each other in conference, and that could indicate some playoff. But I think the three teams in our conference, in our county, are pretty strong this year. We all ended at 6-5 last year, but I think all three teams are hungry. I think all three teams are eager to get on the field, and I think all three teams are going to be successful this year.
Yes, I can't remember a year where we've had three quarterbacks at each school this talented, this experienced. Like you said, the ability to put up the numbers they're going to put up. Usually we might have one, might have two, but to have three, to have one at each school, and to have the senior leadership, to have the senior depth, to have everybody coming off a winning record. I've never seen anything like it. I know this is year 9 for you. I know you haven't either.
No, I haven't seen this at all. I think maybe 1 year we had Plitzko at West. The kid that played at Randolph-Macon and played with the Patriots for a little bit. He
David
played
Wallace.
quarterback at
David Wallace,
yes. And then we had Drew Doyle, who threw for a little over 1,000.
Okay.
So we had some solid players then as well that I can remember. But I think as far as the level and the yardage, again, Cannon hasn't. I don't believe Cannon's played varsity much outside of kicking, and dude got a $1 million leg, if you ask me. Dude can go to the league for kicking. That's not your regular high school kicker right there.
Yeah.
Dude is amazing. But Tanner can throw the ball very well, very good. I actually told his dad about 2 or 3 years ago. I was like, that's a Division I quarterback.
Well, speaking of legs, that's a great segue. B.J. Frazier played standout football player at East Carteret. He goes on to Appalachian State, plays wide receiver. Pretty injury free as a football player, both high school and college. But we're recovering from a major injury.
No!
Yeah, why don't we tell the fans out there, Coach, what we're dealing with?
All right, so I got to give the full story. So my first dunk, first time I was able to dunk was I was 5'4" at East Carteret, and throughout college, again, played football, no injuries, nothing. Broken collarbone freshman year, that's it. But no leg injuries, no knee injuries, anything. Get a sign up this year, 17 years later, 30 pounds heavier.
It was I was a teacher student a faculty game, right?
Yeah,
basketball
at the middle school. So I get a fast break, and on the fast break, I go up and I'm thinking to myself, "Oh, I'm going to try."
And real pause, Coach. Well, how old are we now?
I just turned 37.
Okay.
It's that age. It's that age now.
Starting to get up there.
Be careful.
I heard. So I tried to go up for a dunk, and I realized it's too far away from the goal, so I just finger rolled, made it look really, really good. So Coach Griffey got a rebound. Next possession, 38 seconds to go. He threw the ball down the court. I was cherry picking because I knew I wanted to try to dunk. I go to load up again. 17 years ago, 30 pounds heavier. I load up everything I got. I never left the ground, and I ruptured my patella.
No, I'm laughing because there's somebody that I work with at the town now of Newport. I won't say who it is, who went on vacation, and I think he's probably in his late 40s, and he got in a foot race with his teenage daughter, and he fell, he tripped. I mean, tore his shoulder, tore his ankle, and look, we get to a certain age where we got to be careful, Coach.
Too many miles on these legs.
Look, you know.
So what's our timetable for recovery?
Well, it happened March 6th, and I've had 2 surgeries.
Oh my gosh!
And I'm still in this big old dually. Well, brace. I call it a dually. I'm able to bend now. I'm getting better. My 1-year-old is still faster than me. And I'm coaching from a golf cart like Dion a little bit. I'm still gimping around, but my walk is straightening up, and I'm getting better, man. Day by day, it's getting better. I'm bending better. The staff at Young's they are taking really good care of me and getting me back to top shape.
Well, I'm worried about you on them sidelines, Coach. You can get a little hairy over there. Are you going to be able to take off and run if somebody coming at you? Or are we going to be in a golf cart? We're going to be up in the booth? What are we looking at?
This year, I'm going to have to stand away from the play.
Yeah.
Where even if it comes to the sideline, got to have some time where I can get to the track at least. I can't be close to it this year because I can't move fast enough.
Oh man,
So you won't see me sprinting down the sideline like I was doing behind Jacob Nelson.
They're going to be holding you back from the field. I can see it already. You're not going to be able to stay on that track.
Coach Howell might pick me up and set me on.
There you go.
All right, Coach. Well, we appreciate the time, and we're going to see you out there Friday night, county game, first week of the season. Thanks so much.
No, thank y'all so much.